Then we'll start on the outside again. Pick up the number 2 and the number 3 and make 2 right-handed knots. Place the 3 and the 2 and pick up your next string in 4 and make 2 more right-handed knots. Place the 4 and the 3 and pick up the 5 and make 2 more right-handed knots. Place the 5 and the 4 and your leftover string in the 5. Pick up the 9 with your left hand and the 8 with your right and do 2 left-handed knots. Move the 8 to the 9, pick up the 7 and do 2 more left-handed knots. Pick up the 6 and do 2 more left-handed knots. Then move it over to the 7 slot. Then pick up the 5 and we'll do 2 more left-handed knots and place these strings in the middle. Now you've completed your first heart. To keep moving on the heart pattern, take your number 3 thread and do 2 left-handed knots with your number 2 thread. The black should be in the 2 and the pink should be in the 3. And we're going to do the same going out on the other side. Do a right-handed knot with your 8 and 9. So the pink should move to the middle and the black should be in the 9. Now pick up your number 3 thread and your number 4 and do 2 right-handed knots. Move the 4 to 3, pick up the 5 and do 2 right-handed knots. Place the 5 and the 4 in your leftover string in the 5, and now we're working from the other side again. Picking up the 8, you're going to do 2 left-handed knots on the number 7 string. Move the 7 to the 8, pick up the 6, and do 2 more left-handed knots. And now both pinks should be in the middle again, and then you'll do 2 left-handed knots. Place them both in the middle, go back to your number 3 string, and do 2 left-handed knots with your number 2 string. The pink should be on the outside, the black should be on the inside, and now moving over to the other side, take your number 8 and do 2 right-handed knots with your number 9. Place the black back on the inside and the pink on the outside. Now pick up your number 3 in your right hand and your number 4 and do 2 right-handed knots. Move the 4 to the 3 and pick up the 5 and do 2 more right-handed knots. The 5 should move to the 4 and your leftover string should go on the 5. Pick up your number 8 and with your number 7, do 2 left-handed knots. Pick up your next string, moving towards the center, and do 2 more left-handed knots. Now both blacks should be in the center to do 2 more left-handed knots. And now we're back where we started again, and you just pick up the 2 and start working your way to the middle and repeat the pattern. The more knots you make, the more hearts you'll create. And the more hearts you create, the longer your bracelet will start to grow. As you can tell, at the end my string started to get really short. This is where the butterfly clip came in handy because I could move it down and it would help keep my strings in place. Now that I've made a lot of hearts, I'm going to check to see if this fits. This one's just perfect for me, so I'm going to show you how to finish it. Place your bracelet back under the butterfly clip. Take 3 strings from the left and 3 from the right. This will leave 2 in the middle to create your braid. The braid will help you knot off your bracelet to finish it. Make a nice tight braid. And when you finish your braid, loop it around pull all the strings through the middle, and then push your knot up towards your friendship bracelet nice and tight. Now I'm going to make another knot right on top of that. Pull all your strings through the middle and push it nice and tight right on top. Now you can unclip your friendship bracelet, and that knot will fit perfectly into the loop you made in the beginning. Just cut off the ends, and now you're ready to share them with your best friend, your mom, or maybe even your boyfriend.